Well, November 24, yeah, the trader and Ponyankopon say na nyumre so dia chain. It can't be by ya ho fa adwuma bia ye anase ebia nimdia na sika bia ye wo. Anase Dr. Papa bia ye wo hwe ya pomudi man. No, we are still and will continue to be under the grace into ye de nyame ase da amano. And then November ne de toso aduonu enan braso se yawo da bia se de bra no Agradaa ewo Adom TV so multi TV so be mine Condolences anti free cyber copem say non do bebo ye nyina ya said ye say all the political parties major ones, you know, of course one social contractor on the Ghana for ewo they want me execute they want me execute here they are coincidental want me execute here no san common and yeah share media say we've gone through a lot of the sectors and no one here to us and as we count down few days more to election year 2016 on the 7th of December. Mario said on December 1 special voting Jumedieno ebekoso. If you don't fall under that category and but no, December 1 is special voting. If you also fall under that category, no abomodian say washa sia file card no na wapepa ho kama na dia 2 year na fi on December 1 wanna follow under the special year category no na wana koto aba na fi yina so a yentimenya akoja for special year voting no because of yen now in terms of adwuma ye no na yen so could delay yakoto santene wa asumdwem na yakoto yaba on the 7th of December de ehiani kokobone se yemfa party ahyenso de bia nkobia yekoto aba no enye ho na okoyi party franka party shirt bi ana party asumde ana party bibia de akogina ensem fata enye ho so an yekoye etutrasem se menam yesi menam ye bema menam yesi uni ahyenso de bia ma ho kwan se otimi ko bia na titu se ahyenso de da kombe ye observer ana se monitor no uni ho kwan se obemben miamia bebre even with the observer and the monitor no enso ne dem obia na dwuma odi edeboa aye the electoral process nti yen koso na yen kasa wasumdwem yen prese bibia beko jojo na oman Ghana ebekoso abe krabehwe enya bibre manko a wi asafra na nyina eba kema minka bi na eba aye amanyo sem so a yabaso bode no ebepem akọ aye enkan. Well, you may, Dr. Okwatnase, College Kukum Pesha, so on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party, on Ojinem Ede Amomo as a parliamentary candidate. Sanction him say presidential staffer, era a name for a Edwasari, and Subaba Kain Sawan say na Edidin Komo. Why we should consider either the New Patriotic Party and I say the ruling National Democratic Congress, say one or two and I say one trasho. Some of the opportunities are under the watch of the NDC, and if indeed Ghanaians should consider the MPP as some of the opportunities in so or at the moment. General discussion probably will be centering on health and job creation. Now, for Yarapo up when you're probably about 5-10 minutes. Now, I was waiting in Eddie and Komo, Ebra, yeah, and the program, no, Aquenya, Beba Betoho, Eddie Amao. And you may. Asantima nyina yeda mwase ma shelter kokoso animunyam ebra wokokan ho ma ne maame asante hima otumfo maame enya edi ne nawotwe odi ne maame nawotwe da ewo ye kumase de yahwe de yehu ne de yakọ ti esu nyina chese bibia akojojo ama ene de yehu sampa ye maame akoda kokum kama sabre bibia eko kama ema otufo yako ekoso kase nyame enkro abra etise emu. Well, for the New Patriotic Party mbokwa akojamunia ofosu asamu okede na me had my weekend na ono so ni nua panyin akopa ne krabia kama okede mo me enkoja nyamfo ofosu asamu ni nua panyin ewo kede enkota na chi na nko pani nua panyin krabia kama na ne krakrakwa nso no honorable kana Japan ne maame achina nyame adma 1 week or East Legon ono so yankota na chi na yenhwe ne maame ehun se me nkra na kama emfa ema doc. Good evening apomti say
yeah
bibia ye kama first time on Agradaa bibia ye kama
miti di no Agradaa bo se so Ususumu yedru na otime ba.
So ususumu edu a.
Na otime ba.
Na otime ba. Okay, I see. It ususumu edu.
Why?
But the dance show Hannah said you can obiano will check that fact.
Oh yes.
He said, "Oh, can accuracy and the facts are very important." Yeah.
When say yedi sebio yendi ntro MPP. Anokore na heka. Ya nipa de ebia sometimes no. Ebetima say fan check kakra. Professor can say overstretching the truth or understating the truth. But say we be share that control. Say be a one-time health insurance and I'm with NDA.
Okay, we'll get back to that. But to the New Patriotic Party, teach you Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia camp, we are saying that for that big loss, very, very, very sorry, trying moments, tough times. The late gentle soul, very calm young man, Agradaa Mfanekra NCA, Emma Ghana, teach you the New Patriotic Party, Nebusia, and in Adofo in Kwabena Board, late, extremely a shocker, extremely, but God knows best. So Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, this is one of the trying moments. We were see any broker, but Allah and Krakra. Now, among that strong person in moments like this. And to the family of late Kwabena Board, so we speak same. Say Agradaa Beshamodin, enye adwumaketwa Agradaa Beshamodin, ebra etisem a potential young man and Koberson Ghana or kwan ahodo nyina so say New Patriotic Party enya kwanya, but God knows best. So edbisia for now whilst ye be here empemfo beka na yensu akota empemfo echi. Doc, to start with Mebusa say ufi the health sector neighbor. Bibia Rosie, Bibia come on.
First of all, I said I make health, Kwabena Bodu. I met him just a few days ago. Now, a child say you say we you bempa. It's a small world. And I meet Dr. Bawumia wa Bambi constituency before election because you obi wa only me rounds chair me. On the major months which I'm organizing me. I say, Minko Huno. Then Dr. Bawumia can say, Uno pe only problem. Because I'm very calm. Or show me number, or me bon como. O mine, my catch will be say, on friend or on catch and say, on kai doctor, no my date. Nipa na me say on friend or no. Me drive here, me call constituency. I see bad news. And I'm coming to you then. I see, Kwabena Bodu. See, and I say, even as I talk to you, I'm cold. And I'm saying, hey. It could be anybody. Even Dr. Bawumia. Say the only name no bibi sa timi tu na adentine timi tu nti ye ko bai onimde gentia oye bibia nti ni busuafo no omo nhede de me de be ma omo ni say okay ene omo ba no okita dimpa. See all that we are doing aha ye woni bibia no say one day ukona yes yes I tell people in fact, we wish we all live beyond 100. But if you look at the heart of it, it does not matter how long you live. It is what you leave behind. The name, which Obiaka say is calm.
Very calm.
Very hardworking. The research, the intelligence, the smartness.
It's too much.
Yes. Sana, Ebusana, Ucho Obi said Dr. Bawumia. No, to make a choice, Obi say, and organizing her. Obi say, Nipa no smart. Kapapana Nkasa, and they should be strong. I'm taking consolation in the fact that God knows why he does everything.
Okay.
Sometimes also and then won't say now so chinano. Yes.
Right. Yeah. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So health.
I think in Ghana now, MPP. The ye punk of what was on to Abama MPP. Usha NDC won't be. Now so your genuine challenges. The first one with the health insurance. In fact, me in person make Ghana for you. Say you no more NDC for the catches or may one-time health insurance. And no more country. And no na sebio or more kind edinya votes. When you say we breed their chawo. Now so you their chawo crown health insurance and it was to say no or my any problems we breed. Now we newspaper articles we breed daily graphic the finder challenge recently in the north. The biggest supplier of drugs to all the health service providers. But see or withdraw the services. Me finish one PJ enterprise also. No, see, insurance in the car 2 million Ghana cedis over 13 months supply of drugs. Now, me here Juma Hospital, I've worked about 8 years in the government sector. The man say omo hospitals no omo ko G drugs ni on credit, free drug suppliers. Na omo hope say health insurance to omo car. No omo ko tia. Now most of the time no health insurance according to the structure no, they have to pay after some time, which I agree. They don't pay before. It's not prepayment. But actually I was saying within 3 to 4 months they don't mind then. Now the thing is say sometimes 8 months, 10 months, sometimes 12 months, just 1 year. Now insurance into your car. Into your hospital. Now and the most significant part of hospital cost and our running cost expenditure is with drugs. Because in drone and for consume say you in hospital and you no mabe fako enya konwa wo ho in drone. So drone no turnover no high. Inti e be your hospital wako gym drone say let's say 20,000 on credit. Who hope say informant no scan member. Say scan number obi na wasa ko G another 20,000 na 40,000. 8 months na ko G another 20,000. Obi na udika close to 100,000, 1 billion titino. Oma ina yes ape not the amount drone say me ma obi
because sikano
ache. Na yes ape na hospital no so who oma ina who ko hospital na ya amount dra unti ase anya ape na ko bisa question say na credit supply wo de ani say dey na ekoso mo ma me ndro. Na oba una ndro 5 a doctor trauma na ya ma opara abako. Na si dia aka no ko to drug store. Eno na ye ka say insurance ni failing enye say wa ko doctor atwa wo no. The real service na ebe saw yare no ebe ka say enu nye eni ho into the home say because hospitals no don't want to close down in most public hospitals this is what is happening. They found a very smart way of surviving. The omo say oba hospital insurance be ma wafa ebe boa ma wafa folder ebe boa ama wa ko hu doctor na so hu doctor wi a e trace them nyina na sika sema yeden akoye cash carry into na insurance no I skirt and blouse.
How?
Skirt and blouse with any straight dress. Uba blouse no dear. Insurance no bow. Na edru skirt na no na
critical point.
Critical point no. Because blouse a cover through na so form no e ohia pa. O man no bo na ka che say madam e bi edru no. Tia. Na de ya say na hwe half through the system dada. Nti won't me ka say exactly. Nti what is happening is say this is what the public hospitals are doing. Uba be ka che so a band doing the was on your me hospital my age more a government hospital. This is to help build the system, not to bring the system down. Who got your operation or Baba na operation? Uba say doctor share no insurance cover. Now so because your operation is insurance cover. Uba pe a dry or ya dry be no ubeto. Issue am yelbe susu ubeto. Antibiotics ubeto. Inti answer of my started me chondroma close to 1,000 Ghana cedis. Na your advice will say, but more deep pesa scan to answer obey. Obeba. Now so get insurance card. Oda out 3 days insurance na cover. Now so the amount oda on edition no better. Into me your operation will be not for 24 hours. Or ya pa because on top painkiller. Now I cover another patient painkiller no.
No they come.
No they come. Inti the can say insurance health insurance no problem. Problem is I buy any time to scan on time. Now on the scan insurance scan a call into the consolidated fund. And also scan go drew up never be breach no. Into the NPP one major turnaround from the current system. They say, you see, we automate the payment. NPP can say, you two abamaya. Ye must cano and call a buying Ghana nyina fotomu and sana can say insurance mumbeji mudie. Ye be payment automated. Just say maximum within 7 working days. No, it must relocate into the health insurance account. In the best yes, the year first year from say, I'll be hospital and okay insurance. Now so ube free on nyina ehihye no oman ne be dey ebe form. Number 2, oman insurance in second scan kra say bi ofie bi amensa wo mu. What kind of papers your doctors be kra o ma try say o may abuse the health insurance system. Or to me for claims FLE forms are on share nipa. Ebi at the whole month on share for 400. Now I pay kwan bi so atro names of let's say 50 people are on one bad hospital. Indi no be we bi atro bi o man ni kwabran santi na say ye cesarean session. Just say no, yes, yeah, cesarean session.
Meaning
no. Say
that means I can
exactly. And sometimes at this whole year na nya kwan pa otimi mistake. Enti eru na ya mo friend audit no, audit of claims. na ye nuanu and this for no yet omo kan ni say audit plenty na insurance na come from.
But look at the manifesto of the NDC.
Yeah.
The NHIS is working. Outpatient utilization up by 20.3 million.
Yes.
Claims payments increased from 18.3 million Ghana cedi to 1 billion in 2014. New claims processing centers, and they've introduced e-claims, that is electronic claims. It means that they are in control. Again, probably what they are saying, they've reduced the incidence of malaria, maternal and neonatal deaths by a further 50%. What's our field? Again, they've reduced mother-to-child HIV transmission and achieved the 90 fast-track targets. Probably, because the claim by the NDC is that Saudi and Edna figures if it is not.
You see, first of all, no, also can say OPD. To capture the data, no, it starts from OPD. Uber hospital now insurance no boy, missing insurance now is getting blast. A ball mouth for folder. Ufa penal cost system, you say what be utilize insurance no. Now so a be a obejin draw, and I be open ebi, and I be dress u chrono. A hono uyiska.
Now the toy.
And now the toy. Now so once we started from the OPD department, they do didn't say all the insurance buy no. Then you now capture say insurance na share. You see how the system is.
See. So it captures sebra offer. Folder no.
Yes.
Beyond the folder no.
Exactly.
Now, what challenge it be in terms of a draw?
Wow. Correct. Now, what happens is you say, who doctor no insurance no member doctor. Now to say who call hospital who doctor. Now, what was he? You see, he's scatter do now when he's scanner. Who call fear say the one by hospital. One was anything. And yeah, encouraging me say me shank of us. Me catch them say me call insurance. Then tell me case and say sebio. And can insurance folder 10 cities and not 20.
A bigger problem.
Over 20. In Governor will say, Doctor, sir, line Marco Sour health insurance officer. Me qua 20 penny boamino, and you mean your cry. And this say, my starting who resistance. Mr. Mikachon Governor say, Koya health insurance. Obi frame say, Doctor, but of me pay problem with Bobetan Boamiso, who insurance carana, or say Dr. Jasa Casano, and insurance me qua folder penny. I know to some extent it's true at many places, but still maybe say insurance because could you be me feel say sa 20 no e bet me dey abwa and most importantly no me wo gide say in some time to come now it is some few weeks MPP ye beba o man ye ba ye be no better it is the system that we have but what I say me tell say ye papa president mama ye ka say enye insurance ni say anything mu register for register for
but that has been the argument since insurance.
That's what I'm saying that we are registering people in anticipation of a better health insurance.
But Papa, why will people get onto the scheme?
No, you don't get what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That people, we are encouraging people to get onto the scheme. Yes, in anticipation, say when we come into power, we'll make it work. But what I see. Yeah, because we don't want to.
We say new patriotic party be
Oh, I said
that's what you mean.
Good. I said
but they say they're
insurance. No, me, I don't like outright statements. The health insurance has very serious challenges. Maka said the payments from government on time. You buy a sure say it goes on time. And two, my catcher will say the other major challenge is false claims. We will introduce an up-to-date technology that will say 90% of the claims processing is manual. Process even who the claims call health insurance officer, human beings and your automated system. And also hospital owners and no money na some men some folk can no person a business system. When you leave the hospital and go also to the office, there are deals that also happen at the office, and it's part of the human institution. The only way to reduce is to introduce technology. And as I speak on record, only 10% of the claims are automated. 90% are still manual. When MPP comes, we are going to make sure that within the first 2 years, at least 80% of the claims are automated.
I see.
And no better insurance na apomudia eden. Say I can health insurance yari. Health insurance na ebe boy yari for and non kasa yari. And they themselves
but
admitted.
Under healthcare, some of the achievements, probably you are in there, na boy. Because my catcher said the facts are being checked. Ghanaians are living longer and healthier lives. Infant, child, and maternal mortalities are reducing. Is that the case?
Okay, good. Maternal mortality and infant mortality. Okay, you see, maternal mortality, it refers to Mba Dudu Omu.
Also
for 100,000 live births. So you see 400. Just Ghana, for every 100,000 women who go to there, 400 of them die. You see infant mortality. So we are referring to Nkora Omunya infant between day 1 to 1 year or your infant. Number Omu pay I think 10,000 or so. Now mind life expectancy. You see a cost row because and just say Ghana forces say Omunyin check first. Now so the number of children who are dying between the first 1 year I come from. And you know why? A vaccination program. Now vaccination program is not peculiar to this government. It is a program that has run over the years and it gets better every year because our partners, based on your performance, they come on board the more. Now, the second aspect also is that Sebio NBA Eba. They say no first, Obi na bua or see Omi could be a chichi. They say Sebio school ni NBA into Udan for say Fako Hospital, ebe managing well amount. So, some of the claims they are making, they are not absolutely untrue. But it is not any initiative, innovation, or excellent performance of this government which has made it so. Remember our example, between 1992 to 2013, Ghana, our maternal mortality was about 760, one of the highest in Africa. About 760 for every 100,000. As we speak, it's come down to about 380 or so, about 50% reduction. And in fact, the most significant period of maternal mortality reduction was during President Kufuor's years. And guess why? One single intervention, and my maternal mortality dropping significantly. Free maternal care now. Yes. Because here doctors, what do you share or baby or waba was on far hospital da. In Sudan or baby wonu aba o man ni pressure nye. Esro akano or fiti. One Johnny sometimes time obe odi o meko theater abo mo wi no. Now doctor no I say your life is at risk because the stress is a lot to save them. President Kufuor Adom obi hospital on show. Omo show because o man ni kroma o man ni nyezu. Nkofo wuchiro. Mahu ngofo maba hospital ma tro mojedru ama omo bisa o say mojedru no say edi duane na edi. Yes. So this is how bad it is. So sa intervention and Ukraine obi bisa say ade na we doctor o ye politics and you one of the first in America can say who ye doctor now hospital and your life be na ultimate save you. Some lives can be saved at the top. A policy can reduce the number of people who are coming to you dying. Now we doctor ngofo you no betima je omo me hospital na me see from morning to morning say me would serious emergencies. Imagine 20 people. But you can save 1,000 just by an intervention. Okay, I see, Dr. Oko. At the end of the go ahead and say, any young for do Sarah Babakai and someone who say Agradaa and Media AD. On the health sector, because of a break, you could try by a bar. What we are doing is that there's this promise by the New Patriotic Party, job creation, as to the type of jobs and the openings and opportunities for a mebunity to in this country. Yebedi and Komo Yakwaba. Well, Yasaba, Agradaa na oshe ewo Adom TV, so me do my any cognizance. My guest here, Dr. Oko, member parliamentary candidate aspirant for Legicukum Pesas. Egusu shared him say for Edu Asare, presidential staffer, and Subabaka Yensawa. You shift a bit from health now. Because the big slap at the back of a manifesto here, job creation. And what type of job? Now, how do you expect it? Yeah, Omaini, first of all, no, and then my analogy be say Ghana, Nigeria backroom. Everybody's excited. And Nigeria, Nigeria, say all of a sudden, Yamakuyi. Now, so in a few days, go for him say opportunities, oh, my. Everywhere I go, me call house to house as I know. People can't wait for 13 days to come. Now, only maybe. I say prisoners, I announce say in the next 1 week, you be him. Am I? If you are not the ban upon in the now, so they them Obianda. On a serious note, the single biggest problem in this country now is unemployment. In fact, according to the World Bank, 60% of graduates from UA school within 3 years after school they don't get jobs. Nkofasho Mumba, I'm a university, I'm still here, show move here. The MPP can say the entire on my way environment in the business, because President Mahama buying 2012, 6 months before the election, brofo friend fiscal deficit omu spending ska na omu ni oma yiniti o na ska na nyeze edi niam betimi ama ska sa bakrom sa super gida ne niam na manase boy man hu say 32 million ni ko dua mo friend say trees india ama eche ehwe omu no esi ewia hye won nti yehu sa ska etutugu nyina no eno na ama aban no realize all of a sudden say ska me nyina no madi abruso amas me ho kire me nti odwane ko IMF and IMF ka chene say owura misuma ma oska na nso asana ma oska no obeye ne mabako e wo say o ma o spend yenye den emba fo o man ne na ma ya di freeze to employment to say ne nurses me show mu de bia ebi mu ofie ejuma eni o private nurses su ya ka chom so yentimi fa ho na o man ni o ya ban na wan hwe o sika so yi a niam mi nsa na esi o ye reckless spending na number 1 the FN Central Bank financing. O printi usika bebre. Na o pese on fan tua wo ka no. Enu ma usika na won de e kofom. FN inflation. Enu number 1. Number 2, se wo hia sika na wo chiwa, ultimi raise taxes eto o man ni. Enti na yedi sika eto to electricity so ema bo no cost so energy levy 10%. VAT and VAT also energy levy. Na o man ni enye no pe yedi to so sa hotel. The hotel industry. Almost say and then a 20 omo chiwo ye the 70.5% etu ndro so you know they say imported medicines say the back roma ye the ska 70.5% o mine e to bebre no e man business ho e den e chiwo na Association of Ghana Industries o maka che aban we say masa ye be say ye bi adwuma ye gi mbemunu na so e to no e ko ye time o mu say ska basa no mu nim say e na besi nti the year can say apart from Central Bank finance ama inflation usika conform eto the third one obetima so wa obobusia now the idea abetua wo ka no na ebusia bebre so wo bo a I say the wodi wuti say be wo kwa amunemu a wo free say wo yi nwan den efrim enti the MPP can say the bar the first thing is say aba obobusia bebre no okọ bank no ko salaya wo ye ankwankran ana onye say ankwankran na ko draw line mo a ye mfasika no ma ye be ma ban because aban onwu aban yare ndisi free okra emi abetua na wo ko dia enim se ochina wo so yare a sika no ebe bad loan and bad debt into man ni say businesses intimi ko jilo because interest rates ni high when a brofo fe no business environment ye ba the bad business environment e wo aye aban boni ni
what makes the environment a bad one
say interest rate no say interest rate wo ko bobu se na the esihu no e wo soro pa unkoje because onim say ejuma bi eni wo betimi aya wo benya sas infaso wo betu asanye bi okotukum enti be wonu ejuma no e bia hotel e bi pipe problem kakra wiring kakra obe wona papa no atumu na hotel no air collapse na oman ni enya won 2014 na growth in cocoa industry 4.3 about form to 3% in 2015 manufacturing was -2 in 2015 hotel industry -4.8 growth that's a conform na yesi -4 I just say 1000 crore 1000 ejuma wo hotel cinema say bi mai dey akofie enti MPP say ba aban oman hihye sikasem hihye say na 2008 2000 ba aban mu ana oka bebriam ni oman we mu aye call into debt negotiation HIPIC ema ye hu enye ananyesa na ye
that's why only you put up the HIPIC toilets inside and that's the only thing you do
na enye toilet ni poman ni
HIPIC urinal
oman
HIPIC school
good
6 classroom block
oman sebi ebia ye bi mu nyame adom yesu ya salinda and they use the water closet say what salinda say o ko ebia oman
but with these reliefs even though not management
no but okay
all that
don't let us dwell much on the relief what I mean is say our debt to GDP ratio was over 200% here by time I be now about less than 40%. Growth rate in Ghana was 3.7 time I about 2000 you be 8.4 normally the total GDP the monetary nominal value sky bibia $5.1 billion you be now it was 28.5 billion over 4 times the now only 28.5 from 2012 2008 MDC by it's this year projection is a bedroom $40 billion. They've not even done 50%.
Okay, so under the watch of the MPP,
the can say the member you reckless economic management. Sebi enye enu na ebe. The same 2000 7 year kon wo na the loan e di wechi be fa loan banks no di wechi adwuma oman ni mi share me brother bi or driving harbor trucks or see from 2000 ku for buy no 2 trucks 2008 now kita about 15 trucks enyo no pe no ka o shi obi o si na o ye adwuma ekoso Ghana for the year can say ba sa environment na e create ye no ye be create ye no ama mo adwuma koso oman ni number 2 corruption sebio krono ni den
keta hihye proye
ye pa mucho niema bebre asi o man we me pese me start aka nanso na nse ya woyo me ato o man we nyina afo se ono sebio ofisem na onim president wa pa odina ye adwuma che na ye sika bi a ekọ ka nkofo bi ho no ono bo aman ni se ebeji wa bo asa so beji sika no nanso wa hu se nipa wa gina mu se sika no emba ye ho eye president John Dramani Mahama o man ni no nche how se attorney general no sebio enye ono pen odi adwuma or boss no boss ye president Mahama into attorney general so the wo man ni ekọ court na president Mahama ko cabinet no ka je se nya bote obenya bote obi na fa na adwuma but what I say nti Martina we catch say as long as attorney general the boss eye president John Dramani Mahama no ye sika bibiri aka nsuo mu no ye ntimi yi nanso MPP ba sika we nyina e betimi ayi den agi na onim eye before obi offer the opportunity cost of corruption de bia ye sika bi be ko obi ho no eye obi juma na ayi den asai eye obi nkwa mami nchero tashi ye wo chips compound bi ho na me ye adwuma wo hospital bi won kran anaju ti say 2 am e na me nya case bi ba he me si oh mami we be wo akra nika aka akra be pi adenti na mo de abrem omo si ya doom light e wo chips compound omo ni generator ni nti na omo di case na e ebremi enti so obi ya for Ghana sika 50 million na imagine generators amount be dey ebeto enti de bia obe ye krono no obi nkwan dey ekofo o man ni allowance adenti na Gorgisbeck Rollins Liman Kufuor obi atimi tu allowance a ne ndisi abai under president Mahama a wasanya o so ntimi tu o man ni se ye ba na ye hwe na ye sika enko sabi o nkofo en abuse ye sika o man ni.
Okay, so specifically the empire na mo be ame ho hare ye hu say ampa under mo watch no A B C D and yeah.
Number 1
probably we'll go into that.
Number 1
join the conversation for 0302 211 705 and our 6 0302 211 705 and our 6 0302 211 705 and I said 690 and come on. Now back to
number 1. The first thing I say, South freezing idea to employment to or health sector no, we will lift it. Health sector, education, you see, and agriculture, extension officers, idea to so. Where are the 3 most important sectors of the economy? Me katib no mo year manifesto no juman. O mind be all the 3 sectors way, all the diagram also ohun na ye ba will lift the embargo. O mind that's number 1. Ya lift the embargo pe nkofo bebre o mutine fie backlog no we can what clear enti wonu say MPP ba wo ye nurse a watine fie private nurse trained privately or publicly no the jobs will start you will be employed unko demonstration and so on juma. Number 2 one district one factory no man ni ye benye we juma pa
okay
one district one factory
beba honom because that's why I have an interest yen kone ni Alasan enkasa Alasan good evening apom ti say
hi
hello Alasan yet you
Madam Maba Adoma Ghana. The president can't come on now to everything. One kind of concept. That's insurance now, Catra, Omukatra, and work, you know. Omuka was only a registered health insurance. And this is about the national health insurance. A woman I know. No one can say, but go on a work past campus. Yes, I need something more. The health insurance is easy.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Nana Mensa, oh, Kasefri Obuasi, good evening.
Oh, my name is Sante, Michelle, only doctor, Nanumre.
You're not
about so near my palm. My Michelle, I don't look mine. So, oh, my name that a doctor CP on some worker. The ambassador can say, and before promise, yes, sir. On my 1 time premium, I'll bet you insurance for Abra won't tell him. 8 years on my mind, yet. Now, Omani, I am more part. I didn't see a man going to say, you better to about
na NDC for those TV stations nya tete so no mo ye advert o man no taxes kana o ma didi no ana o mo di yes ade no Ghana for yen na hu bio aho kire wo man Ghana mu ne like be yetimi tia mo ma yen to abani ntu o mo yen change wo mo US support ma develop pro ma change party this say yen Ghana a third world country
okay yeah that's yen ko jina Kumasi nene Isaac Enkasa Isaac good evening apom ti saying
yeah boss good evening
good
I think my contribution I want to make is simple politics. If a government build a school or build a road or build a bridge, it's a very good achievement he has done. But doing the achievement at the expense of the tax-paying money, because no president uses salary or no president says, I don't want to collect a pay for the next 5 or 4 years, so I'll use my salary to build a bridge. But when you could ask us, I went to Mekong one day and bought something. On my receipt, there was an NHIS level deducted from the receipt. It means we're working and we are contributing to the development of the country. So meaning if a president does something, we shouldn't give praise to the president. We want the president who should do social interventions, just like what the NPP did when they brought the national insurance.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yankojina Afram Plains. Good evening. Apom ti saying.
Yamiadum na also dear one.
Yamiadum Boko.
Patrick down Senate my farm we more my Ghana.
Yet you.
Leo Bulife. Doctor Nina or Casano. I say Wakanu Kakra. Say health insurance and we are sending Omo MPP phone and can say health insurance aguno. Or no can say Amu. Now or Chiremuzu can say Doctor phone bia Boabano Chrono. Now say Antisa and Comu Doctor Phonomon Casabia health insurance agu. Sadena go na mua na musai a man crofon crashes. Mun kona mun ko register health insurance. Na we just omu doctor phone omu mum na di yen di man phone apro. Senipa ne u yare na ko hospital na wo dia dro to see the crash wa. No atro 160 cedi akoma ban say for their show. Sa no ma no na ma health insurance e ya tonsom.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Kumasi Danso. Good evening.
Good evening. Pacho, discussion on where I don't know now.
Yankoso.
So we comment jam them and say, good evening. Pacho, a cheap program, pa. Na, our, because you did for the from no dear. In na in. Nemu matrone and concordana or woody chair. Na go on an electric. The amount for Mokotra and some more money now. No more ready for a boy.
Okay. From Encrofo, is it Linda? Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. It's your Linda.
Mepacho, health insurance next year. Yamian nim no crane. And yet to my pra. Okwa. A drop beer at the Bemount on ESA. Health non cover. I just see a trauma now. Stop. Nti same people force omo ba omo ye gidi me Ghana force omo hina me anto aba ne ma MPP for no omo dey health insurance ne ba nti omo a no omo betumi aye ni yi.
Okay, Linda that's it. George Okase Free Kofrodia. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Omo hina omo to say.
Na me boko.
Very good. Health insurance. So say won how kakadi. Nanso me give you queen on my day sana everba no my ni na no paper the ultimate course we mistake ni me tip me mistake ni pana the course honorable to the point the serious
dia dey na course
ke the pass mo kai say me serious pa
dia dey na course o zikele dia pass mo kai dia na course
ma jo say
dia na course o zikele dia pass kai
o GP attorney
da be na course Dabe na course.
Hello.
I said dabe na course.
Oh, yeah, boy, wow.
All right, yeah, that's it. Doc, probably we'll get to we have to wrap up with some. Some man wrap up nothing.
You see one district.
Yeah, one district. Yeah.
Said I cannot say you say abandon the district factory in each district. And so collaboration, private partnership. Problem I hear on my way and you say you need sebiska and now nyame mfa nyama enchiraye. Problem ni ye the brofo friend incompetent management of the economy.
Okay, let's hold on.
Yes.
Young comrades is here. Eba to us. Yes, sir. But police commanders Amajibra Moshebina, we thank you so much. Teacher, SWAT commander, or Tema Community 2, and Kolebu, so district commander, Munina Shedamas, all the other commanders and police for the security agencies, of course, Musa Majibra Moshe. We are just about wrapping up. Unfortunately, Bray Etia Doc, we are unable to push beyond, but Mwanu see.
Ebia mekonomi catch obiase. Esi epensisemu. Enye sisemu agina otan so. Enye se president ma ye tan no. Enye se Ghana for se bi omu mpe na asem. Na nso nsemu na ye ka no, ensemu a eba be bie kwan ama ejuma yeden abakrom. Ensemu eba be yi niama ye de atoye kwan mu ama ejuma entimi nkoso. Ti se bi o taxes nto kese a ye de ato electricity so a boy di car driving insurance akosri se bi o school fees na uba nursing school 4 time 2008 now to about 5 million and then wait to 50 million money into the Ghana for cancer president mama se bi o enye ntokwa wa be yebi na so ahunche no dos dodo na president mama na 2 year full 2008 say aban bia ye kwan
no but don't bring in that
no kan
don't bring in
say oyepenyi sometimes eno here because ema unipa o kasa na wa kai say utimi free as na so kasa di etiase de bia o kan say obi aye kwan say bi etwa kwan e ko Cape Coast ye di nsuo ko Cape Coast ye di ko tamal na 2008 Ghana for sure mo asitine mu na mo say o MPP mun kono obi so de embra de yes Ghana for no say abato we enye abato de ko pa adwuma ma na akufado nyame ahia papa no ni mba ni na mo se bi o mu gina yie eya abato aye kwakoto e de agi ya ye hu ye di ko gi ye hu afri o hawo omayini na lejikuku fo nso Accra
Kaga
omayini
you stand for peace
yes.
And tell lejikuku
one to enjole
okay
ye pe asomdwe na doctor de yan se Ghana benya asomdwe one to enjole
me se kankran me wi am so be ka bono kasa de rapa
kankran benye mani boto ye ga nye binu kenye bra Dr. Koboy waka won panye fai waka fe basa election o ato odwemo jebe jejemo ni no no to jake Ghana ba fe mi ibaya no won to no ya o manye je basa but fair money o ba vote o ba momi o ba ya wo yin ni mo ni wo manche nyame na si yin ni mo de nche wo manche ni mi sole mo jake yo wa ya ni 20 jole aba election ni o manche pepa ni ba ni ju ko jojo ani yo mami e bachi ni no ya ko maje afi ono tanu manya bla
o mani aba
yawo
metwa
everyone unti
okay so Dr. Kweda, unfortunately Edward Sarantima Mekans another edition of Agradaa Diaba na we ya ne sa beda Sami Ampedu, the big man himself, Dominic Isieboa, Chum, camera, sound, lighting, and our set designers, makeup artists na Domas Dr. Okosu Yadana also Jibre Nawaba Naone Yabedin Komo as to what the new patriotic party is capable of doing here to about Edia Moma. Enti yesi nyame de china so chair. It's another day. Yadana say, Nasa to a Juma yedi eso. Bye.